This is the sound of thousands of people online laughing at government condition as a stand-up comedian went wrong. I am a stand-up comedian made online. Thanks to Airtel Don't Bundle. You too can make that dream possible with Airtel's Don't Data Bundle. Not just for you, but for everyone. Dial star 575 hash to activate. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Radio Jingle, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good morning with community news. I'm Kennedy Mbewe Jr. Kindly be informed that we are also streaming live on the Radio Jingle Facebook page. Here are the headlines. Miller's Association of Zambia appeal to the small-scale farmers to increase maize production. Pope Francis received President of the Republic of Slovakia, a female student nurse murdered. The details. Miller's Association of Zambia MAS is appealing to the small-scale farmers to increase maize production in the 2020-2021 farming season in order to have a stable price of meal next year. MAS President Andrew Chintala says farmers need to cultivate more this farming season than what they produced last farming season by taking advantage of the good rainfall pattern and early distribution of farming imports. Mr. Chintala says the country has experienced stability in the price. And Mr. Chintala says the country has experienced a stability in the price of meal in the third and fourth quarter of 2020, respectively.
We are going to achieve stable prices going forward. That as long as the production of the quantity of the maize remains stable, we'll still be faced with issues of restrictions in terms of trade, exports, as well as even on the local market in terms of pricing. But we pray that with the good rainfall that the reports are showing us, I think God has been very kind and gracious to us once again. But it's now up to us to be able to participate and produce something, so that at least come 2021, we should be able to have a bumper crop, which will translate into stable prices going forward.
The Mine Workers Union of Zambia MUZ has challenged the national executive leaders not to fall prey to acts that may compromise the collective bargaining process. Speaking during the 2020 Supreme Council held last week, Friday in Kitwe, MUZ President Joseph Chewe stressed that bargaining for better conditions of service is the only way to improve the living standards of the members. Mr. Chewe added that the mine union would not condone any company that will use COVID-19 as an excuse not to do better conditions of service for their workers. And Mr. Chewe implored political parties and stakeholders to safeguard the peace the country has enjoyed over the years ahead of next year's general elections.
We say that grow open
Meanwhile, unionized NFCA miners in Chambishi have been awarded a 15% salary increment. This was disclosed during the signing ceremony held at Shobon by two mine unions and NFCA management last Friday. The unions are MUZ and NUMAO. And speaking after the signing ceremony, Mr. MUZ President Joseph Chewe challenged the Chinese firms to prioritize safety at mining companies. Now, Pope Francis received President of the Republic of Slovakia, Mrs. Zuzana Kaptova, yesterday, December 2020. According to a Vatican statement, the discussions were cordial and highlighted the good existing bilateral relations between the states, with the hope that they may be further strengthened in the field of education and with regard to the role of the church in society. The statement was made of some issues of mutual interest, such as the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, social justice, and the protection of creation. During the meeting, the parties focused on matters of regional and international nature, such as security, migration, and efforts at multilateral level for conflict prevention and resolution, with particular attention to the challenges of the present and future of Europe. According to Zenit, the Slovakian president subsequently met with Archbishop Paul Richard Gallagher, Secretary for Relations with the States. Community news comes in the community service of Radio Chengelo with compliments over Indos and the bank at National Institute of Public Administration. A student nurse of Chitambo College of Nursing has been gruesomely murdered by a suspected boyfriend. Police in Chitambo, Central Province, says it received a report of murder from authorities at Chitambo College of Nursing that female adult Mapalo Masiku, aged 21, a student nurse at the mentioned school, was murdered by an unknown person. The incident is reported to have occurred on 13th December 2020 between 12 and 13 hours at a nearby bush within the school premises. Initial investigations indicated that the victim had a misunderstanding with her boyfriend, identified as Kaluwayo Mwika, who had just completed school at the same college. According to police, the suspect is believed to have called a friend to the victim to give direction to where the body was. The body was found with injuries and was being picked and taken to Chitambo District Hospital mortuary. However, police yesterday, 14th December 2020, received information that the suspect had committed suicide. This is according to a media statement issued by police spokesperson Esther Matakatongo. Well, for these and more stories, you can visit our Facebook page and log on to Facebook and like the Radio Chinglo page and link to radiochinglo.radio12345.com. And remember, COVID-19 is still real, therefore wear a mask when in public, avoid large groups, and maintain social distance. Always avoid unnecessary movements. Wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. Cover your cough or sneeze with a flexed elbow, handkerchief, or tissue. On behalf of the entire news team, my name is Mbewe Jr. Remember to join us for Ilashi Mchwemba at 10 hours. Have yourself a lovely Tuesday morning.